Welcome back to Silent Pew. Today, we're taking a look at something special in my collection, and that's going to be the Staccato P Heritage Edition. Now this is a limited run 2011 in 9mm that came out in 2023 to commemorate the original Staccato P that came out in 2019. So from my understanding, they made 2,000 of these. Each have their own special serial number to commemorate the original 2019 P. And what makes this different than a standard P is going to be a couple of different things. So first and foremost, we're going to have a 4.15 inch barrel compared to the 4.4 inch barrel. And then we've got these X serrations on the front. And there's going to be 4 of those opposed to 3 of them with the standard X serrations that you would normally see. And of course, it's going to be DLC coated. In terms of the trigger, we're going to have a 4 to 4.5 pound trigger. So showing clear here, I'm going to pull that with my thumb. Nice, light, smooth, and crisp. Then we have our tack texture grip, which you can see there with the Texas star. Now on top, we're going to have that Dawson precision plate to be able to outfit this with the RMR that you see on top there. The biggest difference here is going to be that full-length dust cover that you're going to see different compared to the standard P. A few more details on this thing. We've got a steel frame, and then we've got that rear safety back there, as well as the safety lever on the back there that you'll see. And then our fit and finish is very tight. I feel a little wiggle there, but it is super tight. And then finally, we've got the smoothest slide that we've shot to date. Barely any effort there. Now, I will say it's not the smoothest slide that we have. Stay tuned for a future video. All right, let's get some shots in. Now, one of my favorite things about growing this channel with you guys is coming out here and actually getting to shoot some of the things that I've had in my collection. I've actually had this since it came out in 2023, and I haven't shot it yet. So we're doing this for the first time today, which means we're gonna get a feel together for the first time. Now, first things first, when I'm racking the slide, those serrations up front feel phenomenal. They feel great. Let's go ahead and take some shots. All right, this thing's smooth. This thing's smooth. All right, shooting this after shooting carry guns for weeks on end feels great. I mean, wow. Wow. All right, so initial impressions, I would say when it comes to the magazine release, I can feel it with my thumb. You guys can see there, I can reach it, but to actually depress it, I actually need to break my grip a little bit to be able to depress the magazine release. So that's one thing. And then in terms of the slide release, I cannot reach that slide release with my hands. I can if I, again, break my grip. So that's something to consider as well, is I'm having to use my offhand to release that slide. So far, that's what I'm looking at. In terms of the Dawson precision plate that you see up here that we discussed earlier, I have the one that's fit for the RMR. Fits and feels good. One complaint that I would say I have for the price tag on the Staccato is that it should come with a plate. Now, I understand that there's multiple plates because you have one for Holosun, you've got one for Trijicon, you've got one for the Delta Point Pro. So I get that there's multiple out there, but at minimum, I would like to see them give you an opportunity to show proof of purchase and then request the plate that you want, at least one of them per purchase. All right, let's take a couple more shots here. All right, I've set up a few things today. First things first, we've got ourselves a Texas Star. I've never shot one of these before, so we're gonna see how that goes. Pretty slow, but we got them all. Missed one. For the rest of our day, I was able to pick up this Staccato range ammo here. So we're going to be testing this out, seeing how it feels, seeing if we have any issues with it, and just running it through its paces for the rest of the video. All right, I don't have a holster yet for this, so we're going to go safety on, low ready, couple bill drills. All right, we need 8 hits. We got 2, 4, 6, 8. Shooting through the square, we're going to keep a time. We're going to start unload it. All right, so here's my final thoughts. First and foremost, this thing looks beautiful. It shoots amazing. And everything you've come to know and love when it comes to Staccato has been poured directly into this thing. When it comes to the ergonomics on this thing, I would say the only complaints that I have, and it's not really a Heritage Edition issue, it's more of a Staccato P thing, but to release the magazine, I am having to break my grip to actually physically get to that magazine release. And when it comes to the slide release, I'm having to use my offhand to be able to manipulate that fully and actually get that slide to release. Now, besides that, my biggest question to you guys is the Staccato P Heritage Edition worth the extra coin compared to the Staccato P Standard Edition? All you're getting is a 4.15 inch barrel, which is shorter than the 4.4. You're getting 4 slide serrations on the front instead of 3 if you go with the X serrations. And then you're getting that full dust cover. Besides that, this is a Staccato P. You're just getting that Heritage throwback to that 2019 original release. Let me know down in the comments if you would pay the extra coin to get the Heritage version versus a standard P with those minimal differences. For me, this is my only Staccato P. So I wouldn't necessarily upgrade to this one, or I wouldn't have a P and a Heritage Edition. I would just have one or the other. Since I didn't have one at the time, I figured this would be the way to go, just because I like to collect things as well. All right, that's gonna do it for today's video. As always, I appreciate everyone tuning in, and of course, stay safe and shoot straight.